Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for another WOW webinar. My name is Madison Wildman, and I'm an internal marketer here at WearAware. I'm very excited to have our sales manager, Teddy Pikowski, with us today to talk through how B2B buyer preferences are changing and simple steps you can take to keep up. Just a few quick reminders before we get started. We will be emailing you the webinar recording either this afternoon or tomorrow morning and posting it to our blog. If you have any questions during the presentation, please submit them through the chat box and we'll answer a few at the end of the session. We have a lot to cover in 30 minutes, so if we don't get to your question today, we'll be sure to follow up with you directly. And feel free to tweet along with us using the hashtag WowWebinar. And with that, I'll pass it over to Teddy to take it away.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Teddy Pikowski. I'm a sales manager here at WearAware. I work primarily with our gift, home, and furniture companies. And today we're going to focus on some trends we see with B2B buyers and what you can do about those trends. Before we get started, just a little background information about WearAware. We've been in the industry, full service digital agency in the Washington, D.C. area. About 60% of our clients come from the gift, home, and furniture industries. We offer everything from custom enterprise solutions to quick start software designed for the industry. Over the last 12 years, we've built over 200 e-commerce sites, with 100 plus of those still under management. These are generating about $250 million in online B2B sales in the gift and home industry annually. We also work with a wide variety of industries, some enterprise level customers as well as some small medium business. So we're able to blend a number of business problems into our solutions. But you know, the main reason why we're here today is to talk through some changes that we see with the B2B buyer. Every year we publish a buying trend report that combines our data we capture from a survey of 5,000 plus independent retailers with some third-party data that we see out in the industry. Primarily what you need to know as we go through this data, kind of three main takeaways from today's presentation. Omnichannel is growing fast. Two, buyers increasingly prefer the web, so we're seeing rapid growth in the web due to ease of use and convenience. And three, you need a connected view of your customer so they receive that single brand experience. They're interacting with you across all channels. And to highlight what that interaction looks like, one of the questions we asked during our survey is, what is your primary buying channel? And you know, we've been handling this survey for the last 4 years. And what you'll see is some rapid growth in the web channel as the main preference of buying. So it's almost tied with sales rep now. But digging deeper into that data, when we break down the responses by customer size, the top 40% still prefer to purchase through the sales rep and trade shows. So I think it's really important that these two slides illustrate the need to provide a great, consistent brand experience across all channels. Your customers are interacting with you at trade shows, through your sales reps in the field, and then in a self-service model online. And our research, values this and mirrors this data. So one question we ask people is, what are the top 5 things buyers value most in a buying experience? You know, number one, better prices. That is something we consistently hear. But the next 4 are experiential things that you can control. Interactions with your brands and you know, how they convey your brand. So number 2 is convenience. How easy is it for them to place an order with you? Can they do it in their downtime? Can they do it in between, you know, during their busy day? Number 3, no sales pressure. So, you know, do your reps take a consultative approach? Can they do their research on their own? Can they understand your product line? Are you giving them information about buying trends? Number 4, speed and ease of use. You know, is your website easy to use? Is it intuitive? Does it provide that good customer experience? And is it quick for them to be able to place that reorder or open an account with you? And then number 5, extensive product details and imagery. You know, are they able to do that product research? Can they see alternate images? Can they see, you know, lifestyle shots of your products? Do you potentially have videos of your products? So, you know, giving them as much information as they need to either open an account with you or also, you know, place that order. Gartner published a stat, and I think this is really telling. B2B customers now wait until they are 57% through the purchase process before contacting a rep. So that means your customers are researching your brand and products on their own before deciding to interact with your reps, whether that's through your web, as your 24/7 digital showroom, whether that's interacting with other customers or other retailers and friends of theirs, or through emails. They're starting to do that research on your brand. And then 79% of buyers say it's very important to interact with a salesperson who is a trusted advisor and who adds value to their business. This means you need to find, train, and equip high-value added reps and enable them to be consultative. I think the days of, we have this conversation often with our customers, the days of just simply taking an order are gone, and that rep needs to bring value to be able to be a trusted advisor for that customer. So, what does this data mean? It means you need a connected strategy to sell better online with sales reps in that market. The good news is that there's a large opportunity there. So Accenture found that multi-channel customers are 25% more profitable than customers who only buy in person. And by building this into your plan, you're able to maximize market cycles, rep relationships, and all buying opportunities in between. So what does this look like? What is your roadmap for success? You need to deliver a strong, seamless online experience. So we've broken this up into 5 distinct steps, and we'll walk through each one. Step 1, build your online brand. So we have this conversation often here at WhereAware with a number of our clients. You work incredibly hard to build your offline brand, and it's time that you extend that online. Your website can't be an afterthought anymore. The impressions of your digital brand matter. It is your 24/7 digital showroom. So on the screen here, we have an example from our client Blooms by the Box of how we redesigned their website to ensure their brand style and credibility was properly brought to life online. Simplified some of the information. Made it represent the brand, and made it easy for the customer to find the products and information that they're looking for while removing some of the clutter. So it's an intuitive process for the customer. I think it's always important to talk through the balance between design and user experience. It has to represent your brand well, but it also has to have an intuitive user experience that is easy for your customer to navigate through. Step 2, enhance product discovery and presentation. So with buyers turning to the web to do their research on products on their own time, your website should guide the buyer through items that they're looking for and make it easy for them to find products that are relevant, whether that's through descriptive navigation, visual product categories, having things like subcategories and GMS areas that call out different categories like Creative Co-op does here on the screen. And also being able to shop by collection. This allows the customers to shop whatever way they'd like to and find products that are relevant to them. Filters on the product category pages are another way to help the buyer find the right items. So data-driven details like product availability and pricing help customers narrow your thousands of SKUs down into the 10 or 15 that are relevant to them with just a few clicks. So this is something that Creative Co-op does. With 2 clicks, I can narrow down their thousands of SKUs into the 15 that are relevant to me. Better product presentation. Product imagery is hugely influential, as kind of showcased by our data in our survey. This is an example of a clean product detail page that offers a number of different alternate images and lifestyle shots, as well as some alternate media. So, an example of using videos as a way to influence the buying experience on the product detail page. But not just the images, also personalized pricing, updated inventory, and any kind of relevant product data. Makes it easy and intuitive for the customer to find their, all the information they need, be able to select their size and color, and quickly add the product to their cart. Often when we're talking with customers, they have, they want to elevate that customer product experience across channels, but it's a huge undertaking if they don't have the proper tools. So a lot of our customers, or a lot of the customers we speak with, they're relying on data-heavy spreadsheets and USB drives to manage all their product data and images. So by getting a product information management system, and we offer one called Product Fastlane, you have a single system to manage all of your product data and images. It makes it really easy for you to keep all that information in one single location, update that information, and then tailor it to the different channel audiences and share it with your website, marketplaces, and any key account customers as well. We've seen a 20% increase in revenue for companies that implement a PIM. Step 3, a personalized and seamless shopping experience. Product recommendations, this is something that we consider a win-win for everybody. They improve the customer experience by helping them find the products that may interest them, and they're proven to increase revenue for customers. So Salesforce recently released a study that said product recommendations drive 26% of revenue. So it's something that all of our websites are equipped with, and not just our websites, but also our field sales apps as a way to help the selling experience. And then the ability to not only offer those product recommendations on the product detail page, but offer them in a number of different locations. So here's an example of Creative Co-op's product recommendations. By adding it to the right sidebar on their product detail page, they increased revenue by 13%. They also, we also recommend adding it to the cart page. For example, we call it the candy aisle checkout, calling out some small products or add-ons to the cart as they go to checkout, and then through email as well. So offering it across all channels and touch points. The user experience doesn't just stop there. We really recommend keeping a simple checkout process so that when a customer adds an item to the cart, it's a straightforward process that's secure, but also enforces your business rules, allows them to purchase and check out with whatever relevant, whether that's terms or credit card, and then that is directly integrated with your system. So this kind of checkout process reduces abandonment, ensures you're capturing all of your conversions. Step 4, valuable retailer tools. So, the website is not just a selling experience, it's also a customer service tool for your retailers. And by making it easy for you to do business, you become the go-to vendor for that retailer. So a retailer portal is an example of a way to allow customers to access invoices, view past orders, complete reorders, all within a moment, and then interact with reps, see loyalty levels. So here on the screen, you see an example of a retailer portal. The ability to access full order history, both online and offline, allows customers to interact with shipments and invoices, and then also turn previous orders into a shoppable page. So in this example here, we've actually taken the whole list of previous orders within a specific time frame and been able to turn that into a shoppable page to make it very easy for the customer to reorder those items and add them directly to their cart without having to dive down into each individual order. Another great tool that we always recommend on a website is a sales sheet creator or PDF portfolio, which allows customers to add and reps to create PDFs of wish lists and then choose the key product information they want to share. So we see reps use this often to share new releases or specific products that may be relevant to customers. We also see retailers use this to print off products that they're interested in, send it to their reps, or walk into the showroom with this information. And then step 5 is expanding this great website experience for omni-channel marketing. So coupling your website with marketing guarantees that you're going to drive traffic and repeat orders while giving you endless opportunities to interact with customers year-round. So you can start with some simple campaigns, things like a welcome campaign, automating your market follow-up, and then abandoned cart campaigns are ones that we always recommend from an automated experience. And over time, you can increase the sophistication of those. Here we added cart products to MudPie's abandoned cart email, and increased revenue by 203%. So actually including the product information of the abandoned cart. Advertising on social media channels is something that we're seeing growing drastically, both for B2C and B2B gift and home brands. This is an example of a MudPie cross-channel paid advertisement that led to 954% return on ad spend. So it's something that our customers are beginning to do, whether they're both B2C and B2B, and something that we see is really important. And the flip side of that shows the buyer has a heightened expectation and experiences from the experience they expect with your sales rep. So breaking down a kind of a few ways that we can improve that experience and make sure that your they've opened. So using a CRM, we offer Faro CRM here at WearAware. The rep can easily see every interaction, whether that's things that, interactions they've had with customer service issues, recent order history. They can even see open wish lists, abandoned carts, any previous activities. So it does really give you that 360-degree view of the customer and gives them an informed information before they go and have that meeting with the customer. And what we've seen is 65% of reps who had a mobile CRM achieved their sales quota. Step 2, better sales presentation and easy transactions. So, using a Faro sales app, the rep in the showroom or field meeting can answer every product question on the fly in real time, whether that's questions about inventory, recommended products. They can see any kind of order questions or previous order history questions. They'll also be able to see all of the insights with the Faro CRM. Since they're directly integrated, they can see all the activities that have been logged through the CRM. So this allows the rep to be able to answer questions on the fly during meetings and take that consultative approach. And then in the showroom, it provides that intuitive scanning system that enforces all your business rules and does not interrupt the selling process. And step 3 to this is access to business insights and reporting. So easy access to business insights, getting instant insight into sales rep performance, easily view their bookings year to date, over the last 90 days, view best-selling products and categories, so your reps can be up to date with trends, understand what categories are selling best. From a management perspective, you can actually see the products that those reps are selling, so it gives you a way to train your reps on what they're showing, train your reps maybe if they're not comfortable showing certain categories. You're able to see that insight into all of their business interactions. Taking that a step further, we also offer integrations with the business intelligence tools, for example, Domo, that you can create customized access to business insights. So this is just another example of a dashboard that gives you examples or key information, a quick glance at what's happening with your, whether that's a sale or promotion, and that way you can adjust. The great thing about digital is that everything is measurable and can always be improved upon. So we always say here, wow your customers everywhere. So as I mentioned, we offer everything from enterprise-level solutions to quick start products. From the WhereWare side, we offer custom solutions for web design and development, email automation, mobile apps for reps in the field, to data integrations, business intelligence, and automated AI reporting, SEO and pay-per-click, as well as strategy consulting. Over the last year and a half, we actually released a new suite of products called Pharos. Pharos is a suite designed specifically for the gift, home, and furniture industries. It addresses some issues or some pain points our customers were having. It simplifies doing business with retailers. The great thing is that you can mix and match these tools to address unique business needs on your side, and then everything is directly integrated, so you can add other tools and components at future times. One thing I do want to talk about is and one stat to leave you with is that companies with a highly unified technology stack are 131% more likely to have significantly outperformed their 2018 business goals. So I think that's important to show that if you're able to integrate all of your technology and provide that same consistent experience across all of your channels, you're likely to outperform your goals and have a better customer experience because of that. So one thing to leave you with, if you feel, contact us for one-on-one consultation or product demo, or if you need a quick start, we are offering marketing, e-commerce, or sales bundles. So with that kind of concludes our presentation. I'm going to hand it back over to Madison to go through any questions that anybody has.
Great, thanks, Teddy. It looks like we do have some time for a few questions, so let's dive right in. Let's see. Up first, we have a question from John. He says, most people aren't buying on my website, they're just looking. Do I really need to spend time on it then?
I think that's a great question, John. I would say that the data proves that it is very important, and that the industry trend is that people are purchasing online. So if people are not purchasing from, or if customers are not purchasing from your website, I would look through the user experience, make sure that it's easy for them to actually place that order on your website. That's critical, and with 33% of retailers saying that the primary purchase method is through the web, I think it is imperative for you to invest in that channel. It continues to grow every year, and we don't see that stopping.
Great. Okay, for our second question, this comes from Erin. She would like to know, if I have both B2B and B2C customers, do I need separate websites?
That's a great question. So we have this conversation often with customers. There's a couple different ways to handle it. We've created websites previously that do both B2C and B2B. So pre-login, it acts as the B2C consumer-facing site. Post-login, it is the wholesale experience. We also have other customers, whether that's for brand reasoning, whether that's for messaging and the content that you're going to be sharing, who operate two separate websites. The one thing I will say is, even if you're operating two separate websites, keeping them on the same technology stack will make it easy for your marketing team to manage and merchandise that website. Great.
Okay, so we're going to take one more question today. Our last question is from Heidi. She wants to know, is Pharos only for field sales?
Great.
She has both.
Great question. So the great thing about Pharos is that it addresses all of your selling experiences. So we actually offer the sales app for reps in the field, but then we also offer the CRM for inside sales teams or for your management team. So there are tools for Pharos to ensure that we touch, that are meant for all components of your selling process, whether that's at a trade show, whether that's an inside sales team, or out in the field working directly with customers.
All right, I think that concludes our webinar for today. Thank you so much, Teddy, for all the helpful information you shared, and to all of you for joining us. There are a few questions that we didn't get to, so we'll be sure to reach out directly. And we'll be sending out the recording by tomorrow. We hope you stay tuned for next month's webinar and have a great day. Thank you.